Which 6 wrestlers would make up Rey Mysterio's Sinister 6? Out of all the amazing rivalries and blood feuds Rey Mysterio's had over his career, who could be the 6 individuals that would be on Rey Mysterio's pantheon of pernicious evil people? Rey Mysterio, Sandman, Doc Ock, Shocker, Raven, Vulture, and Mysterio. Number 6. Starting with the animal Batista. This big man and Rey Mysterio were best of friends when Batista turned his back on Triple H and Ric Flair, winning the tag team championships and honestly just becoming good friends in the process. Everybody knows nothing bad is going to happen when you win the tag team champions with an insecure little child. And it was that insecurity that led Batista to think Rey Mysterio was trying to outshine him. How could somebody so small possibly eclipse him? And I guess we found that out the hard way. Number 5. But who is the Vulture? The visionary Seth Rollins. Rarely anything more evil than a cultish religious leader, especially one that's trying to convert your family to evil. This pandemic rivalry ended up becoming an eye for an eye match after Seth Rollins had brutally destroyed Rey Mysterio's eye on the steel steps. But perhaps Rey Mysterio was too slow and the evil had already sunk into his son. Plus, he just seems like a guy who likes to steal shit. Number 4. Next on this list is the Great Khali. But out of everybody on this list, in physical killing department, the Great Khali is the person who got the closest out of anybody. Then popping his head like a gusher, any kid who saw this was in for a real shock. And that's why the Great Khali is gonna be our shocker. Number 3. The guy who has all the crowd's ire screaming at him to please, please retire. The man who is a liar, Chris Jericho. These guys have gone back and forth for years now. Chris Jericho and Rey Mysterio have known each other their entire lives. They realized that they were in the exact same space, in the exact same pocket of the industry, and only one of them was gonna come out on top. The jealousy has become part of his soul, and that's why he's our Dr. Octopus. Also, he seems like he'd want more arms to do weird shit with. Number 2. It is Latino Heat himself, Eddie Guerero. Lying, cheating, stealing, it didn't matter as long as he got the W. Who couldn't love 2 of the most likable people in all of wrestling teaming up together? The demons didn't like it. Just like Batista, just like Chris Jericho, this little man was outshining them at every turn and he couldn't handle it. He just snaps. Which then culminated in probably one of the most memorable and perfect examples of why sports entertainment is amazing, the Custody of Dominic ladder match. A match so viral at its very soul that even people who have never watched wrestling know about this ladder match. This guy looks familiar. But who will be our Mysterio? This one. Number 1. And finally at number 1, the person who got the Sinister 6 group chat started most likely, Dominic Mysterio. After having been forced to live under his father's massive shadow, he finally snapped, just like everybody else close to Rey Mysterio. I'm starting to think Rey Mysterio is the problem. But the glow up is undeniable. How do you go from looking like you're on the middle school basketball team to pulling the baddest women in the universe? Who do you think I missed out on and who do you want next? Bye!